Welcome back to another episode. I'm going to walk you through how I took my school group to 10,000 members in a very short time, under 4 months. I'm going to walk through the ads. I'm going to walk through the strategy. I'm going to walk through the ecosystem that got me 10,000 members and why it's beneficial for you to run ads to this exact strategy, not just to a Skool about page. There's a lot more to this I'm going to break down. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into this. So we're going to go down to the whiteboard here where I'm going to break this all down from literally start to finish. So number one is your school group name. Okay. This is important because you want to be able to get a good amount of search results too, right? When I first had my school group, people are probably sitting there going, well, you have a ton of followers, Wojo. Of course you get 10,000 people. I only had like 600 members for 8 months. I put it on the complete back burner. It was stuck for a while. And then, I joined a couple coaching programs, got a lot of information, started spending money on ads, started testing stuff, and I really started to find my groove. The school group name is massively important. If you don't have something that's going to have a high search result or a high topic, then you're going to struggle, right? So that's why I named mine Paid Ad Secrets, like paid ads. Okay. Also, like Russell Brunson has funnel secrets and blah, blah secrets and all these things. All right, cool. You know what? Let's just do something simple. Paid ad secrets. And if they search for anything ads, I'm going to pop up on the top. But if I made mine something like Wojo Media Advertising Group, it wouldn't do that well because not everyone's searching for Wojo Media. They're searching for paid ads. Okay. You need to brand your thing around it. The second part that makes your school group successful is your about page. Okay. If you go to mine, you can use that exact same framework right for mine. So, if you look at the bullet points and the copy and how it talks about home of the ROAS wars, I'll get into that stuff in a little bit, but the about page is what really signifies like what the group's about, what you get. Third is your carousel / videos. Okay. If you go to mine, I have my 10,000 congratulations video. I have testimonials. I have a graphic that tells you what you get, etc. So, obviously having a carousel with videos is going to help you get a higher opt-in rate. Okay. Number 4 is what I call the freebie course. Okay. What do I mean by that? I used a different method than a lot of other people, which some people might be shocked by, but a lot of people just run their traffic straight to a school group because they want to get MRR. They want to build subscription, whatever that looks like. I went the other way. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give you like a 4x ROAS course because that's what you want. You want to know how to get a lot of good results with ads. Take this course, then after you take the course, then you go to the school page because I'm giving you something for free. I asked for nothing in return, no money. Then you go to the next page. You're like, okay, well, I need to be able to get inside of the group to get the course. So I basically use this as like a gatekeep. I basically just gatekeeped it and said, hey, listen, you want the course? You got to join the group to get it. Okay, so I led with value. If I just tell people go straight to the school group, the conversion rate drops. Okay, but instead, I'm getting people to opt in for the course. I get name, email, I get their phone, and then what can I do? This now can get sent to an onboarding call. This can now get sent to my setters to call so that I can obviously book appointments from that. And that feeds my setters pipeline all day long, 365, 24/7. Okay, so, just allow me to build a good email list. Okay, the 5th is engagement. Okay, so what do I mean by that? When you are running a group, you can't let it die. Okay, so you have to have, and here's just a couple things before I go to the next page here. So we have like your welcome message. Okay, this is gamify classroom. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Let's say you have 12 modules. Obviously during this video, I'm going to have my editor like scroll through and show you. But let's say I have 12 modules. Okay, we're just going to do this. Okay, each one of these is a module. Okay, and there's a video in each. If you join the school group, this is free. Okay, the top row is free. Then this is level 1. This is level 2. This is level 3. What does this make people have to do? Engage to go from level to level. That allows you to also build better long-term nurtures and better customers because as they go from level to level, I can notify my setters. I can say, hey, listen, this person hit level 2. This person hit level 3. Call them. They're activated. They're a better lead. Okay. Also, you want to have like at the end of, let's say these are just like 3 modules. At the end of each module, You want to have a resource, an affiliate link, and a CTA. Okay, so what do I mean by this? You talk about a certain topic here. You better make sure that you give the resource on the bottom. You give an affiliate link to a software that you talked about so you can make some extra money. And then you have a CTA to BAC, book a call. Somewhere where they can go and you could pitch them high ticket. Okay, a lot of people downplay this completely, which is crazy. But if I have 10,000 people in the group, I want to be able to get 2 to 3 of them, 2 to 3% on just high ticket alone, which I've been able to do very, very well. Okay. Okay. If you're wondering, like, okay, Wojo, how did you get 10,000 members? Okay. So this is going to be the ad breakdown. Okay. And you can go to Facebook ad library. You could search my Facebook page, Jason Wojo, and you can literally find the videos and you can look at what I'm doing. So, the ad breakdown was this. I pay about $7 to $9 a lead. Okay. So that's to grab the course. That gets me about a 29% conversion rate right now, which is crazy. Okay. So that's the first step in the funnel. The second step in the funnel is I'm paying about 30% of them go to the Skool group. So I'm paying about $21 to $27 for you to join the Skool. Okay. That's fine. Okay. How much do I spend a day? Spend a lot of money. Okay. If you do the math, 10,000 times 27 is 270 grand. Okay. Now you might be sitting there going, oh, Wojo, you didn't spend that much money in ads. I did not. Okay. If I look back at my ad account, I'm at about 93K when I looked this morning. 93K in spend to build the Skool group. Okay. If you're sitting there going, well, Wojo, you spent $93,000 in ads to get 10,000 people to join a group. You got to break this down for me. Okay. So we're going to pull out my phone for the calculator. Okay, if we have 10,000 people, okay, and you times it by 0.02, this is where you start seeing where this makes sense. Times 0.02, because that's my conversion rate to cold. We've had 200 people buy something, okay? And these price ranges can range from $97 to $497 to even $12,000, okay? We have these pricing tiers, and also there's a $997 as well, which we can include. I'll just say here $997. So $97 to $997. $97 are more like low ticket items. $997 is for our workshops, and $12K is for like our done for you. That's like our average ticket. Okay, so if we know that we have 10,000 people in the group, how much do I need to be able to make back out of that 93,000? So if I have a 97, 997, and 12K. Here is how simple the math needs to break down, okay? 12,000, I just need to get, if I take 93,000 divided by 12,000, 93,000 divided by 12,000, I just need to get 8 people. 8 people out of 10,000, okay? Now, there's another piece of this that really helped me out, which was there was 10,000 members. I would say about 400 of them, it's like a good 3 to 4%. Like 3 to 4% booked an onboarding call. Okay. So if I take 10,000 times 0.03, that's 300 people. 300 people went to an onboarding call. 1/3, probably 1/3 qualified. And then 1/3 of those people, were actual buyers. Okay. So like, if I get 100 people on a qualified, half are going to book. And they have higher show rates because they went through the whole sequence. I just had to get 8 of those people that were already pre-qualified to close out of the 50 that were booked. And keep in mind, like, we obviously did that. That's why I keep running the funnel. It's very lucrative. Also, we have people who buy our 997 workshops. Then they come IP, which is in person. And then they get sold high ticket in person. Or people buy low ticket, and then they wind up getting upsold into high ticket. So that is how I was able to break down and obviously justify spending that much money. I mean, right now, like, I spend about, $1,000 a day right now just on Skool ads because I know the power of it. Okay. Now, there's one last piece of this that I really want to break down for you, which is what I call gamifying milestones. Okay. So what do I really mean by this? If you hit 10,000 members like we did, we just released something called the ROAS Wars. Okay. So And the reason why I'm going to like break this down into a different thing here, which is the following. Okay, we have our Forex course. This can be dried up at some times. Like, this can only run for so long. So I have to build another funnel, another lead gen capture, not just free lead opt-ins, but to get people enticed to be engaged. Okay, so I developed the ROAS Wars, which no one has done in history, which for hitting 10,000 members was like, all right, cool. Let's just run a gamified competition. If you run ads, you want to spend 50 bucks a day or more, come join the ROAS Wars where you literally get to win cash prizes. Okay, you get to win one-on-one consults with me, free services, free tickets to my mastermind, all that fun jazz. If you join the ROAS Wars, where does the ROAS Wars lead them? It leads them into the Skool group. So now I have 4X and I have ROAS Wars. So it's like now I have two means to get people throughout the funnel. So yeah, I was pulling on my phone to kind of just see what spend was like right now. So yeah, I mean, spend is at about $11.50 a day right now. So, I have a bunch of different campaigns going, a bunch of different graphics. Make sure you can go to Google and just search like Facebook ad library and then just literally put my name and you'll find my page. And then you can look at my ad library. And that's how I ran it. So that's how I got 10,000 members. I always put my foot on the gas. I wanted to be the #1 fastest growing group in the entire Skool world. You can join it on the link below. And hope you also join the ROAS Wars because we are now gamifying and allowing you to win prizes by you already running the ads that you're running. Okay, we have all the tracking, the KPIs, the leaderboards, all that fun jazz, and we have 10,000 plus competing. So I can't wait to see you on the inside. I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the inside.